MEKK-KNIGHT INVOKED made top 16 at LCS number 11, so you know your boy had to cover it. What's going on, you guys? Slim here with another video for you guys, and oh man, I'm so juiced. One of my favorite decks of all time finally made it. It top 16, the LCS number 11, which just took place. And shout out to GLEESON, bro. You are the GOAT. My gosh, when someone told me MEKK-KNIGHT INVOKED made top 16, I was overjoyed. Like, I was already overjoyed that there were multiple Invoke decks, whether it be Shaddoll or Dogmatica. But when I heard that my baby MEKK-KNIGHT INVOKED made it, I had to get on this. So we're going to talk about it, you guys. I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'm absolutely going crazy right now. But as always, if you guys are new here, consider subscribing, hit that notification bell. You guys will be notified whenever I upload. You also be notified when I stream over in here on Twitch. Links are in the description. While you're down there, consider joining my Discord community. If you yourself want to purchase any cards to build this deck or any decks in general, use my TCG player link, as a portion of what you spend goes back to the channel. It helps me out and I really do appreciate it. And last but not least, if you further want to support me in the channel, consider becoming a channel member by clicking that join button or becoming one of my Patreons. With all that out of the way, you guys, GLEESON made it all the way to top 16 with this deck, and I'm absolutely bonk shit crazy about it because you already know it's MEKK-KNIGHT INVOKED. It's playing Alistair, which is me. I love it. What can I say? I want to get into it, give you guys my honest thoughts about it, because I think the deck is extremely well built. And I just absolutely love this. I know GLEESON has taught before. I believe he's from Australia. I've seen his name on YouTube before. There's not a lot of stuff. I was doing research. I didn't find too much, but I do know that I have seen MEKK-KNIGHT INVOKED lists from him before. So this does not surprise me that he was successful with this list. But anyways, let's hop into it. Triple copies of the best monster ever printed. 3 copies of me. 3 copies of Alistair the Invoker. You already know. 1 card combo. 1 card Macabre is insane. This man decided to main deck Lancia. That was such a good meta call. I myself, in the first remote duel locals I played, if you guys watched on stream, I was main decking Lancia as well in my pure MEKK-KNIGHT list. I think Lancia is so strong every format. I feel like it gets better and better each format. For some odd reason, it just gets better and better. But Lancia is obscene right now. The fact that dinos are everywhere, the fact that it can be used in almost every matchup. It's very good against the bird up deck. It's decent against Dragon Link, so good in the mirror match. This card is just fantastic. If Virtual World was getting more representation in the LCS, this card would blow them out as well. So this card is just amazing. It's also a light for Macabre. So there is no reason to not play this card either in your main or side deck. I just love the fact that he main decked it. So definitely a great meta call. Along with 3 Ashe, it's just the most generic. And then 2 copies of Godarla. You already know. We've been talking about this for weeks now. Gameciel, I'm sorry. Godarla's taking your spot because of Bird Up. You're more prepared with this card. This card is fantastic. So you got to have this to out the barrier statue so you can play. The MEKK-KNIGHT lineup that we always go to, and this is how you know GLEESON knows this stuff, because he's playing the perfect lineup, the double blue, the 1 indigo, the triple purple. This is how I started when I first learned MEKK-KNIGHT INVOKED. Now, I don't know everything about the deck, but I've noticed that the best players with the deck that I've learned from always play this ratio, so he definitely got this spot on. So yeah, MEKK-KNIGHTs are just free extenders, you guys. Like, they're just free monsters that just beat face. Also, purple's effect returns him to the field. So if you are playing against Bird Up, and if you're in the grind game and purple did resolve before the barrier statue came out, purple or whichever MEKK-KNIGHT you banished returns to the field. So you actually play around the barrier statue. It's also bigger than Samorg, so this card is fantastic. That's the MEKK-KNIGHT lineup. Then he went with triple copies of Nibiru. That's standard. You got to go against Dragon Link. I heard it from the Dragon Link players, also the player that won, that Nibiru is the best hand trap against them, so you got to play it. It's also a light for Macabre. Like, it's amazing. All the synergy is there. And he went as far as to play the Dragoon package in the copies of the 1 Dark Magician and the 1 Red Eyes. If you could play Dragoon, why wouldn't you? All you need is Alistair plus an extender, and you can like OTK the opponent, because you literally can just make Macabre, Dragoon. You can just do a bunch of damage, especially if you have the MEKK-KNIGHTs too, and it's just insane. So that's it for the monsters. 1 call by the grave. You want everything to resolve. Alistair is just insane. A lot of times, like, if you don't hard draw the invocation, you know, if they hit your Alistair, it hurts. But if you have the called by, it's fantastic. It's also a versatile card going first or second. So I love the fact that he's main decking it. Wish it would have came to more than 1 in our new list, because, you know, yo, where's my crossout designator? But hey, it's at 1. We're going to play it. Now, he chose to play triple invocation. And I know a lot of people are going to roll their eyes and wonder, why would you play triple invocation if you're playing the new pot? I think his reasoning is because if you look in the extra deck, he is playing the Alistair link. Not only that, you want to hard draw this a lot of times with Alistair, because Alistair is like public enemy number 1. Like, they're always coming after me with the PO when they're trying to get when they're trying to hit me with a hand trap. So you hard draw this, you kind of just laugh at them and you just keep playing. Also, this can help you make your Red Eyes Dragoon if for some horrible reason you draw these guys. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, it's also a card you can set for your Mech Knights and still activate it. Triple Lightning Storm, love to see it in the main deck. This card is so good at this format because not only can it hit the back row, it can hit the front row. It's broken against the bird up deck because you can hit the attack position monsters and take care of the barrier statue and then just keep playing. So this card is great. I really like it for the back row matchups because you know since Dragoon didn't get hit, you're going to see more of them. Triple of my home, Meltdown, you already know. Now he's playing 3 Pot of Prosperity. You already know I'm super juiced about this. I did not know when this card came out how I would implement it into this deck. I actually was not sure. I did not know how it would do. Testing was required, and this tells me right now that this card is the way to go. Desires, amazing. It gives you a +1. However, banishing 10 cards, risking banishing cards is very, very, very difficult for decks that can't play a ton of 3-ofs. With Prosperity, you can just dig for what you need and just go off. You're not limited, like Pot of Duality, to where you can't special summon. I think this card is insane in this deck. I know the Dogmatica Invoked deck that also made top 8 played this as well. So this card is just amazing. Definitely a great card for this deck. Also, a card you can set for your columns for Mech Knight. So I think this card is just a staple going forward in almost every deck. Like, guaranteed this card is going to go up because it's just being seen in like every deck. He then does play the 1 Red Eyes Fusion, obviously to summon Dragoon, and he went as far as to main deck triple Super Poly. I love this. Out Dragoon, out anything in your way, OTK the opponent with your own monsters. It's just insane. His extra deck is stacked to really play Super Poly, so I really like this. I think Super Poly is a great meta call. Shaddols can abuse it. This deck can also find ways to abuse it as well, so I really, really like it. And then, of course, the Terraforming to complete the all your meltdowns and everything, just to have more copies. Side deck, the 3rd Godarla, obviously. Breaks Dragoon, breaks the barrier statue. Gotta play it. Triple Cosmic Cyclone, more back row hate. You know, you gotta have more of it because there's just so much back row in the format. You gotta deal with those problematic cards. Triple Forbidden Droplet. If you're going against like Dragon Link or a board that you need to break, Droplet can help you get there. And also you don't lose your battle phase, so that's super important. Versus like Dark Ruler, no more evenly, like you can't deal damage, so you'd rather just OTK the opponent if you have Droplet. You've got the 1 copy of Duster and the Reboot. These are just the blowout cards for the back row. That's standard. And then this man, for going first, he went ham with all 6 Floodgates. Triple summon limit, triple there can only be 1. This deck can play with both of these. It's actually crazy how strong these cards are and how well this deck is played to be able to play with these face up. So these cards blow out the format. Why would you not play them? Extra deck real quick, we've got the Agoides, we've got the Kaliga. Kaliga's just insane in this format. He's even playing Elysium because he is playing Super Poly. This can come up in the mirror match. Elysium can just come up and just be an insane board wipe, or you can just OTK the opponent with it, so this card's super strong. The standard 2 Macabre, the 1 Purgatrio, and the 1 Raijin. Raijin comes up if you go against Bird Up, and if you summon Alistair, you can actually get into Raijin because they all have wind monsters, so you can at least try to play against that board if you don't draw any of your board breaking cards or you didn't hand trap them. So I really like this card. It's also just really good, a quick play Book of Moon. They can't respond to if you have Meltdown up. The 1 Mud Dragon, this comes up in awkward matchups, like same attribute, different type. Comes up in the Subterror matchup and other random matchups, so it's better to have this card than not have it. You'll get in these situations where you can make it, and then you can just link it off. That's usually what you do with it. Dragoon, obviously, card's busted, didn't get hit on the list, so we're going to play it. Starving Venom, this card's amazing. Literally summon Alistair and Super Poly away everything. GG, like, this card's insane. Best Super Poly target, most generic. Alistair the Mad Invoker. That's another reason you play triple Invocation. You can actually OTK the opponent by searching multiple invocations when you fusion summon. So you summon this, it's Alistair while on the board. That's another thing to remember. So it's like a 4th copy of Alistair. You can Invocation, resolve your fusion, then search another one, activate it again, and just keep going, just blow out the opponent. The 1 Artemis, obviously, for Alistair. The BLS link, because you can make it really easy in this deck. A lot of decks struggle against it. The Verde to make the Dragoon. And then he is playing Almirage. I assume that this is for later plays, that if you normal Alistair again, you can link it off and then continue to play. So I really like the versatility in playing it as well. But that is the deck, you guys. I think it is extremely well built. I usually don't cover other decks from the LCSs, but I could not pass up the opportunity to talk about this deck. Again, shout out to you, GLEESON. You really did amazing things for the Mech Knight players. You really gave us a lot of hope and motivation to play this deck in this format, and I can't wait to see what the deck will do continuing forward. I think it's very well positioned. In the hands of the right pilot, it can do wonders, and I can't wait to see what the deck will do going forward. But that's it, you guys. These are my thoughts. I love MEKK-KNIGHT Invoked. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you like the deck? Are you playing it? You know, what changes would you make? How has it worked for you? And yeah, you guys already know, hashtag MKI for life, MEKK-KNIGHT Invoked for life, you guys. It's just one of my favorite decks of all time, and we're just going to keep summoning Alistair. We've been doing it since 2017, and we're just going to keep going. So yeah, those are my thoughts, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.